Well, how's it going, guys? Got my little tarp all set up. Hopefully it keeps me out of the wind. It's quite nice, it's quite near the fire pit, so if I want to open one side, if the window's down, I can do. Paddled in here this morning. I've been completely alone, which is so much different, just goes to show compared to like a nice warm Saturday to a cold windy Tuesday. It's only going to be a high of about 44 today, and then the low tonight is supposed to be around 29, so below freezing. And I haven't seen a single person. There was only one other car in the car park when I pulled in, and that person could be anywhere. There's a number of lakes and ponds back here, so my plan is to be in here for the next 2 nights, 3 days. I'm going to stay here tonight, and then tomorrow gonna get up and head over to a different pond. Obviously I had one carry in today, and then tomorrow I'll have 2 carries, 2 portages. So it's been good so far. The boat's done well. Like I say, it's cold, that's why I kept my life jacket on, because it was keeping me warm. But now I've got my jacket on. And yeah, so I didn't bring a lot of food with me, so the plan is to try and fish for my dinner. I brought some rice with me, but that's it. So I need to catch some protein. It's a little colder than the other days I've been out, but touch wood, so far I'm 2 for 2 on the fishing, but I know I've just jinxed myself, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, I think I did jinx myself, because I've had 2 good bites and they both got off. One of them was decent. I could see it because I was stood on that log, and it came in, took a bite, swipe at it, and then came back for it again. And it was just, I don't know, for some reason they're not, I just can't seem to get a good hook in them. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm cold, is jump in the canoe and paddle and take a troll. So let's try that again. Okay, well, I think I'm calling an audible. It's I stayed here because I jinxed myself, didn't I? I went out trolling, didn't get anything, and then I was casting into a bay down there, and I had one come right up to the boat and didn't commit. And then again I got back, I've been casting off that point again. I had that, I think it was the same fish on the same spoon, come and follow it all the way in, but just didn't quite commit. So yeah, I've been trying to just keep casting off that same bit, but it's getting to after 5 o'clock now, and the wind is brutal. The wind on this point is just brutal. I'm freezing. I've tried to wait to see if it would die down, and it's not dying down, and it's just going to start getting colder and colder. So I think what I'm going to try and do is pack up and then move around down the corner. I think there's another site down there. Hopefully that'll get me out of the wind, because I want to have a fire. I want to get warm, and right now with the wind blowing as it is, I don't want to do that. So that's what my plan is. I can't tell you just how much better I feel just being down here. All I did was paddle down around the corner, and I'm like right in the sun, and there's no wind, and it's warm. Once the sun is warm, but that wind on that point was just killing me. It's just killing me. Absolutely freezing. My nose is running and everything. It's the joys of living up north. It gets to be 45 degrees in May. Below, well, that was the thing, it's just, I thought maybe it would settle down as evening approached, and it didn't. It actually settled down earlier in the afternoon and then got worse. It's just so exposed. If it picked up when I was sleeping in the middle of the night, I'd just freeze. So I've got my lighter sleeping bag with me this time. Oh man, I feel awful. I feel terrible. I'm becoming more and more convinced that I have a problem with my blood sugar or something, because it's like if I don't eat, I feel like this. I just crash. It's not like a hunger, it's like I just feel nauseous. I feel completely drained. Like I feel so hungry, like it feels like I want to puke. That's how bad it gets. And you don't really have that much food for the next day and a half. I've got some bacon. Well, for tonight I have some rice, and then tomorrow morning I have oatmeal, bacon, a complete cookie, which is kind of like a, I don't know, you might have seen them, Lenny and Larry's complete cookie. And then I have a little Jif Go cup of peanut butter and some more rice. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I want to go to the doctor and have them check me out, but obviously with everything going on, I don't really want to go have to go to the doctor's office. But yeah, there's something not right, because like I say, I keep having this where if I don't eat, then I just crash. And it's not like a normal, like, oh, I'm hungry, I need to eat. It's like, I don't know. I did speak to my mum, and she said she was hypoglycemic, so maybe that's what's wrong with me. I don't know. All I know is, like, all I want to do is eat my food for tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do that. Because if I don't, I can't even bring myself to get up and get sticks together and light the fire. So that's what I'm gonna do, I think, and then I'm gonna have to just cut my trip short. Just obviously until I find out what's going on, I can't. I have to bring enough calories with me, I guess. Don't know. I haven't drank much water today. I've literally ate all my food for tomorrow apart from breakfast and the rice for dinner, so day, so that I know I've drunk at least 1.5 litres, and then I'll normally drink another one of these. Brought the big camera out for the sunset. I mean, that's what the canoe's for, right? Sunsets on the water. I'm feeling a little bit better after eating my food for tomorrow, and drinking water, so it'll be a shame. I brought this with me this time, Patron. It'll probably make me feel better, because what is today? Cinco de Mayo, and I bought the good stuff, so I'm not going to waste it. God, I made it hard to get into. Cheers, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I mean, it's tequila, but you can tell it's not cheap tequila. That's enough of that. I did bring a lime, I forgot. It's back at camp. My wife made sure, or told me that I had to tell you all that I dyed my mustache. I did it on purpose because everyone kept saying I looked like I had a mullet, so dyed the mustache, got the sunglasses to match. Bit of nostalgia for anyone who lived through the 80s, I'm sure. Well, it's ended up being a really nice evening. I feel much better now. I've eaten and ate some food, drank some water. It's a shame. Like I say, I did want to be out here for, you know, the 2 nights, the 3 days. But I was trying to pack light. This was supposed to be, well, this is my first solo, you know, portaging canoe trip. And I wanted to pack light. And I thought maybe, well, I was hopeful. I was hopeful I'd catch a fish, but yeah, just wasn't to be. Like I say, I'm going to get up tomorrow, make some breakfast, and then try again on the fishing and see what happens. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, it's something I normally don't get to enjoy. Cup of coffee, just because normally, well, not normally, I do have a 2-hour, 3-hour drive home, so depending on where I am, by the time I get up and get all my stuff sorted, it could take me, you know, 3-4 hours till I get back. So normally I just like to get up and get moving. Sometimes getting up and, you know, having a nice breakfast and coffee makes you want to go back and take a nap. So especially today, let me tell you, last night was brutal. I brought my lighter weight sleeping bag, my 15-degree sleeping bag. The lower comfort range is supposed to be 30 degrees on it, and it said it would be 29 last night, but obviously any temperature rating I give you is in the nearest town. It's not here. Oh man, I had to put my clothes back on, my jacket on, took my flannel shirt and had it wrapped around my waist. I was freezing. I just froze all night. So I was brutal. And I brought my lighter one because I wanted to save on the bulk, and I thought it'd be right at the limit. And I guess out here it was colder, I don't know. It was a long night. But that's part and parcel of it, you know. One of the things I see people say in the comments is they like the fact that I'm a novice, you know, which I am. I completely am. I'm not, you know, I didn't grow up doing this. This is all very new to me, and yeah, you know, most of what I'm doing is just trying to do things that I've seen people with a lot more experience do on the internet, and hopefully show you guys that, you know, it can be done, and you're gonna make mistakes, you know, your plans are gonna have to change at times, and that's okay. That's part of the learning curve, I guess. No one ever just woke up one day and was an expert. So, and one thing I love reading, you know, in my comment section as well, is, you know, older generations telling me stories of times they went out and, you know, they made mistakes. So it's all part of the learning curve, and hopefully by doing this and sharing it with you guys, you'll, you know, be encouraged to get out there and do it yourselves, because I know what it was like. I spent a lot of time, you know, watching videos online, wishing like, oh, you know, I wish I could go out there, I wish I could go by myself, I wish I could go, you know, deep. And I've been on, you know, 3-4 day canoe trips before, but I've always gone with a friend in a 2-person canoe, or the family in a 2-person, you know, 3-person canoe, with plenty of food, you know, cooler full and firewood and all that good stuff. So this was my first attempt ever at doing a solo portaging canoe trip, and as I've found out, like, I need calories. Until I figure out what's going on, I need to bring food with me. And that's, you know, everyone's different. It's all personal to you. You just got to get out there and figure it out, and figure out what you like, and, you know, mess around with the food you bring, the gear you bring. Sometimes, like my sleeping bag, you'll bring the wrong gear. Then you know for next time, right? My channel's approaching its 1-year anniversary. Do you want to know something? The first time I ever went on a solo camping trip, completely by myself. I'd been out probably a handful of times with the dog before. The first time I ever went on a solo camping trip, completely by myself, was this time last year. Like the week before my channel started. Week before my first video, I was like, I'm gonna go. And I got a camera, and I decided to film it because all my friends and stuff back home in England, and my family, I was always sending them pictures and videos. So I was like, I'm gonna film it and I'm gonna put it on YouTube. That way, if they want to see it, they can see it, and they don't have to be bombarded with, you know, 100 pictures to their phone. And I went out and I made a video, and I stayed out by myself, solo, for the first time ever. And then I got home and edited it, and I had to put my laptop on charge. My charger was upstairs, and I ran upstairs, and I tripped on the top step and slammed my laptop into the wall and broke the memory card in half. So you see, I learned a lesson from that experience too. Always have my laptop on charge before I start editing. So I lost all that footage. And then the next week was when my YouTube channel started. We're approaching 1 year. And in a month, it's the 6th of May now. My first video was the 4th of June. I think we're at like 17,000 subscribers. It'd be cool to get to 20,000 before then, but I'm not that bothered. When I started it was just a way to share, like I say, share my experience with people back home. And then, as I've been doing it more and more, I've realised the importance of, you know, showing people that, you know, it can be done, right? You don't have, you need a certain set of skills, but the only way you can do that is just to go out and do it, right? A lot of stuff that you've seen me do on camera, I've done for the first time. You know, ridgeline. The way I do my ridgeline now, got that from Corporal's Corner, which a lot of people told me to go look at. And if you are a novice, go look at him. He has a lot of cool stuff on there. Corporal's Corner. I believe the guy's name is Sean, but I don't know. His channel's Corporal's Corner. Obviously, watching a lot of Joe's stuff. We're all walking the road that Joe paved. Obviously, with the solo canoe and things like that, it's very Joe-ish. So, yeah, there's a lot of good information out there, and a lot of very smart people have been doing this a long time. I never lashed a tripod. The first time I lashed a tripod was on camera. So, yeah, you just gotta go out and try it and practice and play with it, and then the next step is take it out in the woods, and then take it out in the fall, take it out in the rain, take it out in the snow. It's just a progression, I guess. Mine has been more of a dive in at the deep end and hope I can swim, but hey. That's definitely snack on. It's definitely snack. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it's a snack. So right, well, just been out here trolling. The water's just like glass right now. Perfect. Seeing one other person come in. I think I can hear some more coming in down that way. So I think I'm going to end it here. So, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a like. And I will see you on the next one, which will hopefully be a proper portaging trip, multiple day. Take it easy.